All right, folks, now look, after looking at that thumbnail and then you guys been watching these past few videos I've been putting out, I've been doing a lot of chicken. I've been focusing on the budget-friendly, series, and I've been using the Crockpot, right? So today I'm gonna show you just how easy it is to feed a family, feed an army, or whatever. We finna make a Crockpot barbecue chicken. Let's get it. All right, so listen, I'm gonna explain this and make this just as simple as I can, right? So I'm putting all of my dry ingredients in right now, because what we're doing is we're making our seasoning blend, right? And then I'm coming with, the brown sugar. Now, brown sugar, if you leave it out like I just did, it tends to be, it's a little moist on the bottom, but it was drying out on the top, right? So I'm gonna have to get in here with my hand and break this up, right? Any of them little hard, compact, like something like this, I just take it out. Right, but anything that I can just like use this whisk or my fingers, to break it up, that's what you want to do, folks. Now, let me just get in here, move this around, and I'm gonna continue breaking down the, the brown sugar. This is what we're gonna do. Now that we got our seasoning, right? I'm gonna take this. Now I already washed my chicken, cleaned it up and did whatever else I'm gonna do to it. And then I don't know what company this was, but they have cleaned the feathers off anyway. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just put some seasoning on here just like this. And we just leave it there. Grab another one and we do that. Now I'm not finna bore you guys got to adjust. I don't care if you do it old school shake and bake. I'm telling my age, because if you know about shake and bake, you got to be around my age. You remember them commercials? You remember that paper bag? All right, so now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and just start staging, our chicken, right? So putting it in is no particular way, I put them in, I try to make it make sense, And then we do the rest of them and then we'll put them right on top. Now, even though that I went ahead and seasoned it, don't forget the full ingredient list is on my website, Smokin and Grillin with AB.com, and that's WITAB.com. But you see this right here? For all you guys that have the A, even though I use the seasoning that I provided, I like to sprinkle a little bit of this on there also, along with a little bit of black pepper, right? So we'll just go ahead and dust these. Look at that right there. That's the problem with a lot of people when they make chicken. They don't really like season everything. And just the fact that we put the first coating on there, it allows it to adhere and soak into the meat. What we're gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and add some of this honey, right? I'm gonna pour this honey right here. Look at that right there. You got to love the way the honey pour, right? Now, don't forget, once it get hot, all this is gonna work its way down and we're gonna end up with all of this honey all over, all over the bottom, right? A little pro tip, spray it with some non-stick spray, you'll be able to get all of your honey out. Then we come with, our barbecue sauce, right? Now this is my barbecue sauce. Man, the way it's been moving lately, I know you guys have it. If you don't forget, on my website, go ahead and check it out. If you don't have it, go ahead and use your favorite barbecue sauce. But you see this right here? Listen, the steam that it's gonna give, the sweetness from this and the honey, along with the, how we seasoned everything, this is how you know it's gonna be fire. And I want you guys to let me know down in the comment section below, what would you put this over the top? Would you do rice, mashed potatoes? Talk to me. All right, so only thing left to do is to put the top on here, and then we set it. Now I'm finna give you guys a couple of options, right? Okay, so look, one of the ways we're gonna do it, right? I'm gonna go ahead and hit high cook and we can go either 3 to 4 hours, right? So for here, I'm just gonna set it for 3 hours. We go 3.5 and I'm gonna hit start. Or you can do low cook, right? You can set your time. We can go 5 to 6 hours. I think I'm gonna go 5.5 hours and then I hit start. Okay, so look, now that my timer's done, now we wanna go ahead and preheat our oven, right? Now I'm gonna set it to broil. You guys set it to broil, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, we're gonna break this, away from us so we don't get no steam burn, right? And now you guys are seeing it for the first time. That's it right there. Now, you guys want to do this. I know my grandma will be mad as heck because I'm doing this, but I always like to check the temperature, of my chicken, right? So we looking for 165. I'm looking at it right now. We at 171. Are we good? Now don't forget, dark meat, it takes that little extra. It's no problem. And it's been sitting in this juice too. You're talking about tender and juicy. Yes, sir. There we go. All right, so what you want to do is get yourself, you know, like a baking sheet and a cooling rack. Pay attention to this part right here. If you look underneath here, I lined it with foil. You will thank me if you guys do that. And the reason being, if you doing your own cleanup, you don't want the barbecue sauce or nothing like that to like just stick to it, right? Because if it sticks to it, guess who got to clean it up? You do. I'm just grabbing these. Oh, these are so moist. And I just stage them like that. Look at that. Whew. And it smells incredible over here. All right, so now we just take it and just keep going. Now, we already preheating our oven, right? So since we doing that, it's really preheating to the broil setting. Now, watch what I do and watch what we do next. Remember how we reserved a little bit of that barbecue sauce? This is why, because what you want to do is you want to coat it. And because we got it on broil, if your favorite has a little bit of that sugar in there, you're going to like this part because this is what's going to like make it nice and tacky, right? And just, you know, help it to, you know, stay on there. Now, that's already cooked, so when we put it in the broiler, we only gonna have it in there just for a few minutes. But look at this right here and tell me you guys don't want some of this. And don't forget, chicken is cheap for now. All right, once you got them, you know, painted, coated, or whatever the verbiage you want to use, stick them in the broiler, stay with it and keep your eyes on it, right? And then we're gonna go in just for about 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so this is what we're working with. Let me hold this up so you guys can see. I'll put it out there like that. Gotta have like that big boy's plate, right? So listen, don't forget this chicken, you know what I mean? A little bit more forgiving on your digestive system, you know what I mean? But I'm not finna, you know, talk to nobody and preach to them about what they eat. All I know is I'm gonna take this like this. You see that right there? If your chicken don't come apart like that, I don't even know why I'm even talking, because look at this right here. And listen, there is a fine line between being mushy, you know what I mean, and just soft and tender, you know, chicken. With that being said, cheers, y'all. Yes, sir. Just in case. Hold on. You guys gotta love like these budget friendly, you know, like really like dump and go type, you know, style videos. You know what I mean? And again, I just want to recap the fact that it is budget friendly, right? So you guys let me know down in the comment section below, what other spices would you use outside of whatever I use? And then, you know, talk to me. But if you're trying to feed a lot of people, this is it right here, the simplicity. Now, if you're new to my channel, let me take this time to say, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, and tell everybody out there, listen, there's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. And it's time for that Kool-Aid, folks. I'm out. Peace.